You had to know. And the reason, if I'm doing my math right, you weren't at the Money in the Bank pay-per-views because you tore your pec and their big reveal at Hell in a Cell. And you talk on the documentary about being embarrassed by it, which I can understand. You know, you don't want to get an injury like that 3 months into your big return.
Yeah.
Weight training of all things, right?
It's even worse. Have you heard like the full how it really went down?
Yeah.
I feel like I might have said this at some point in media, but maybe didn't. Here's how it really went down. I walked into the gym, and this should already indicate why I shouldn't have been in the gym. I walked in the gym in flip-flops. Super high, I'd say like Cesaro level high shorts for whatever reason. Tank top, open cup of coffee. Like I'm 80 years old. And it's just I'm used to going to the gym every day. It's what you do. You're a wrestler. You go to the gym every day. But I didn't really have a plan that day. There's another dude in the gym, mean mugging me hard, an older cat, and he's doing everything. He's so busy. He's doing the ninja.
The GDP?
It was not GDP. He's doing the ninja style pull-ups. He's dropping down to do burpees. He's running. There's 2 of us in the weight room, and he's taking up like 5 different spots. So I thought, and looking at him, I remember thinking like, I'm going to blow this guy away. Right? So I put 295 on the bar, and 290. I'm at the time was probably benching like 305, 315, which you warm up to. I'm not a naturally gifted lifter. I don't have that type of just random strength like combine where you're busting out 225. So I put 295 on the bar. I did stretch a bit, sipped some of this coffee, looked him dead in the eyes. He was looking at me sweating. It was really uncomfortable, really tense. And as soon as I took the bar off, that's when I tore my pec. I didn't even get down. My pec on the right side completely is, and they say, oh, did you hear a pop? I didn't hear a pop. It felt like Velcro. You feel it rip through your body. And then it's like, so imagine the bars here. You feel you losing, like where you have no strength. You feel it. So I dropped it and flipped it. I never put the deals on the side for this reason, because this is going to happen to somebody, or you're just going to have too much weight. I flipped it off and it fell. That dude came running over to me and was the nicest human being ever. Are you okay? Did you just tear your shoulder? What happened, man? Do you need anything? After all this staring and sweating and all this like mean mugging that was going on, I knew too. I was like, oh no. And then you can feel it. Like if you put your hand right there, there's nothing there anymore. I mean, the safest way to put it is like a boob.
Yeah.
It becomes a boob, yeah. And then they make you plank to see if it falls.
It does.
And I planked and just fall. Like, why do we need to go get an MRI? Pretty sure. And then I went and got an MRI. And that's why I was embarrassed. I shouldn't have been lifting that heavy, which I did lift heavy and I did stretch, but I wasn't hydrated, no aminos, no plan. That's before I'd really taken on a trainer full time. It was just stupidity. Just thinking you're still legacy aged Cody, that you can just do this stuff. You can't just do that stuff anymore. So,
but you did have to know when you said, okay, you're leaving voice notes going, you got to let me wrestle, you got to let me wrestle, you got to let me do this match. When you went in there for the match, right, and you take the jacket off, you have to know, as somebody that is so entrenched in this business, this is a forever moment. This moment is a forever moment, and this match, almost regardless of how it comes out, it happens to have come out in a way that I don't think anybody could have predicted how good it was going to be. But you had to know going in, embarrassing as it may be, this singular moment, this is a forever.
From you hearing it, I think like you, because we're of, I think, what are you?
39.
Right, same age. I'm glad you're a year older than me. Perfect. So you're same age. So I am of a different thought when it comes to wrestling, and that thought is, if your legs are working, you are wrestling.
Yes.
I didn't know we were having a forever moment because the modern generation, and this is not a knock on them, I've learned this at my own school, talking to them, listening to them, the younger kids, there's nothing cool about what I did. They're the type that I kept seeing. I remember seeing on Twitter the other day that people were taking off of shows because they were sick, and that was being advertised like such and such is sick. I would cut my hand off if I took a show off because I was sick. I'm not. It's probably not the correct mindset though. Like it is probably toxic. It is probably alpha. All those things you hear, whatever. But I can't break it. It's the mindset I came up with. My legs are working. I go do this. So when I was out there, my fear was not that I was gaining any fans. My fear was that the very ardent fans watch this and love it so much and are just deeply entrenched in it are going to be swayed by the TikTokers of the world who think this is a very bad example. I can tell you right now, it's a bad example. I tell my own kids, like the students at the school, you can always work hurt, never work injured. It's a bit now when I say it because I worked completely severely injured. I just didn't know how else to do it. I was not going to not have the match. I walked into the Allstate that morning and my body, I was the poster. So to see the poster in the stands and I see the poster on the chairs and the guy sitting in the chair goes, "Is this you?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Oh, that's so cool." I'm like, "Oh man, this sucks." Like this was my first opportunity at the main event. So those voice notes are rough. I've listened to them back a few times because the director, Matt Brain, had me listen to them back. Man, I didn't know how else to do it. Yeah. So you think, forever moment, you know? You saw Jordan with the flu, Schilling with the sock. You saw this.
But you know what? To this day, you can go to the store and buy flu game Jordans, and they're going to be one of the hottest selling shoes, right? Bill McKenna went right to work to make a Cody Rhodes torn peg action figure.
I think there's plenty of people who appreciate it, respect it, and they get it. And I wanted them to see I do have a really high tolerance for pain. I don't know if that's a cool thing or not. I wanted them to see and give them something to remember by. And the whole thing is confusing when I think about it. I was embarrassed that I was injured, but then in that moment, I didn't know it was a forever moment. I felt I can't tell what it is because there's a big divide today. Health and safety is massive. It is paramount. So I tend to lean towards the Gen Z. I got a cough. I can't work. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to say no.
Right.
Because you take care of each other more than perhaps us idiots do, but I would rather still be an idiot.